Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're doing great and let's hop right into it. So, today we're going to do something new. We're going to talk about place value. Place value is where where the number is. For example, let's look at this number. You may think of it as 25067, but fully it's 25,067. Or I guess maybe I should replace this with a 1 to make it understandable. Okay, so this is basically 25,167. Okay, let me tell you a bit about the basics. So when you start, you just start by ones. This is the ones place. This here is the tens place. Usually represented, if we're using basic tiles, ones is usually like a block or I guess like a dot. And 10 of these dots is one stick, which makes this. This is the tens place. Now, if we have 10 of these sticks, it's gonna make a square, basically 100. So this is called the hundreds place. And every time we go by threes, we usually have a comma. Not always, but a comma helps separates the number and makes it easier to read. And this identifies every like thousands. Which I should tell you what a thousands is. So now 100, actually now 10 of the hundreds thing, the hundred square, makes this even a bigger square. And this is called a thousands place, and so on. If you keep multiplying this by 10, it is the basis. And this works also for dividing. So let's say we have like that. So since we're going backwards, this is going to be called the tenth place with a th, hundredths place, and this is the thousandths place. So yeah, that's explainable, I believe. So let's do some examples. We're going to look at this. What is the underlying place value of 62? So they're identifying 6. So what I like to do is that I like to put the first number here and the second number on the bottom and I replace that with a 0. Well, if you put that in addition, that works, right? But also, since there's only one 0 in 60, therefore this is going to be in the tens place, since 1 and 0, 6 and 0, they both have 1 zeros. Therefore, you call this the tens place. So you're going to call this the tens place. Okay. This one, since there's a comma, that means there's 1,000. Sometimes they don't have commas, but this is still considered the thousands place. So let's put 8 and then 6 and then 4 and then 3. Since 3 is always down here, that means all the zeros stops there. So that's gonna be a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. This is basically telling there's 3 ones, 4 tens, 6 hundreds and 8 thousands. Since 1000 has 3 zeros and 8000 has 3 zeros, since they both have the similarity of 3 zeros, this is going to be the thousands place. Yeah, that's a bit sloppy. Okay, we're now going to move to even and odds. So, what is an even number? Sorry. And what is an odd number? Okay, basically, an even number starts off such as like 2, 4, 6, 8. However, odds are like 1, 3, 5, 9. To make them easier to understand, I guess, that actually even numbers, if you divide them by 2, it's always going to be a whole number. So let's say like 120, if you put 2, 6, which is 12, 60. Or if you put like 432 by 2, if it goes, that's 2, this is going to be 1, and that's going to be 6, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, it's 6. Sorry about that. My brain's kind of off today. So, but if you do odd numbers, if you divide them by 2, there's always going to be a remainder, or a leftover basically, such as like 19 divided by 2. The closest thing we can get to is probably 18, which is or 9 actually, which is probably just 1, or like 223, 1, 1, 1, with a remainder of 1. It's like that. So let's look at the first one. The first one is 6, and that's already obvious. It's even, since if you divide it by 2, it's going to be 3. But how about this, 95? Well, if you try dividing by 2, you're going to have a remainder. And also, you could just do it by looking at the ones place. The ones place if the ones place is odd, the number is going to be odd. If the ones place is even, such as this one, it's going to be even. So this is going to be odd, and this is going to be even. And same thing for 22, 59 is going to be odd, and so on. Okay, let's have a refresher about multiplication, because this is very important. So, basically again, we're asking, what is 8 added 5 times? And that's simple. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, which is 40. Therefore, the answer is 40. And same thing for 4 times 2. What is basically 4 added 2 times? 4 plus 4 is 8. Pretty simple, but you should already know this through your multiplication tables. Alright, word problems. So, again, let's underline important information. So, 50 out of 100 pencils David has are color pencils. What fraction simplified of the pencils are color pencils? If it says out of, this is basically going to be a division, or a fraction. A fraction is basically a huge division thingy. So this is going to be 50 out of dash 100. 100 means insert this dash thing here. So let's simplify this. So this is 0, and this is a 0 over here. So we could cancel that, since that means it's divisible by 10. So that's going to turn into 5 out of 10. But 5 goes into 10 2 times. So if we divide 10 by 5 and 5 by 5, that's going to turn into 1 and 2. 1 over 2, aka a half. And that means there's going to be half of them are colored pencils. And there you go. My handwriting is a bit messy today. I'm really sorry. But that's it. And I hope this is simple. And see you next time. Bye.